Welcome, everyone. Ready for Evolution. Greetings. Let us know who you are, where you're chiming in from.
Glenn Copeland from California,
Hey,
Riverside.
California,
Brother
Riverside,
Tony, Chicago.
Alvin,
Chicago, Big
Alabama.
Tony, Alabama in the
Tra-
house.
Tracy Kubish via Wisconsin from New Jersey.
Hey,
Linda
via
Medora,
Wisconsin from New Jersey.
Linda Medora, Tampa,
Easy from New
Florida,
Jersey.
via Wisconsin.
Yes,
Elaine Curl,
Florida,
Clear Lake,
Wisconsin.
California. Elaine Curl.
Hey,
This is
Elaine, good to hear
Juanita
your
from
voice.
Houston.
Hey,
Juanita Dawkins from Houston.
Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Keep them coming, y'all. What you got? Who you got? Who's out there?
Indira
Big
from
Fox,
Bahamas.
Savannah, Georgia.
Hey, Bahamas. Hey, Atlanta, Georgia. Hey,
Harrisburg, West
Massachusetts.
Virginia.
West Virginia.
Savannah,
Hey,
Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, welcome.
Cheryl Chisholm, Los Angeles, California.
Hey, Los Angeles, California.
Deep
Come on,
Park,
Durham,
Savannah, Georgia.
Hey, Eric.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Curacao.
Man, Durham, North Carolina.
Durham, North Carolina. We have Curacao in the house. Is that Steve?
Yes, man.
Hey, brother, we're going. We're going, my son.
Cool.
Canada is in the house.
Canada. Let the church say amen, why don't you?
Here in West Virginia.
West Virginia,
Brooklyn,
West
Indiana.
Virginia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Excellent. Atlanta, Georgia. Folks, take these last few moments and get out those messages. We're also live over our YouTube channel. That was the delay to make sure that we were here because we did promise you a presentation that will be recorded and one that you can carry with you. With that being said, just give us a few more seconds and let us know who else is out there who hasn't chimed in.
Carmel from Ohio.
Jersey.
Ohio, New Jersey,
Alistair, Brooklyn.
Alistair, Brooklyn. Welcome, welcome.
Crystal
Ken
from
Thompson Bay,
Connecticut.
North Carolina.
Hey, Crystal, Connecticut. Who's that, North Carolina?
Ken Thompson Bay, North Carolina.
Hey, show you right. Welcome, welcome. Islam, Islam.
Cassandra, Washington State.
Washington State. Is it raining there or are you working on your tan in Washington State?
Overcast.
Jamaica, Jamaica.
Connecticut.
Jamaica in the house. Jamaica.
somebody
Connecticut,
for Connecticut.
Jamaica, Jamaica. I hear a rude boy there. I also see
Oh,
Trinidad and Tobago in the house.
Vernon Reddock from Jamaica.
Jamaica, welcome, 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 welcome. All right, folks, I'm going to make way. I'm going to mute us, lay out some ground rules, and then I would like for my sponsor and great leader to come on and say some words, Mr. Fred Moore. There's some ground rules here. This is Bancus. This is decentralized cryptocurrency debit card operation, and you're going to learn about that operation today. We are live on YouTube. There should be some seats left here available for those that get directly on the Zoom, but you can also alert folks that you can find the presentation there. What you'll find is the recorded presentation of what we're doing right now. This will be available live, but it's also be available in recording. There's a chat set up over there. You can also deal with the chat. However, we will not cover that here on this platform. We're going to do presentation and we'll open the mics again for any question and answer. The question and answer will not be carried over to YouTube to keep the integrity of the call, and we will be here in-house handling the Q&A. You know, there may be even some actual examples of the operation that'll be shown here, but we are a full-fledged functioning operation that you're going to find great value in. And in this, you're going to find two ways by which you can participate. One, you can find a way to utilize, move, spend your crypto as cash. Two, you also have the opportunity to earn an income if that's your desire. So there'll be several things that'll come out of this brief but compact presentation. And now I would like to make way for our brother and friend, my sponsor, Mr. Fred Moore, and technical liaison of Bancus. Mr. Fred, are you available this morning or this afternoon?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, sir. And both loud and clear.
Great,
And
great. Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, thanks a lot, and just want to say happy Sunday. Good afternoon to everybody. Good evening also, wherever you're at. And just want to thank Eric for putting together this Sunday afternoon overview. And, just for the fact that we've hit the 100 mark in terms of attendance here, it spells a lot in terms of the passion that he has and the leadership that he has, but also what we have going on as far as the potential to have something extremely special in our marketplace. And so for those of you who are new, take notes, pay attention, okay, because the things that we have to share, is something that you should not take for granted as far as information. Is information that has to be retained, honestly. And so just take notes, ask questions. But more than anything else, I'm just excited to see so many people here on a Sunday afternoon. And I'm just going to step out of the way here and just push it back to Eric so he can get started.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brother Al. I'm sorry, Al, listen to me, Brother Fred. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There'll be a couple of things in your chat that you'll be able to take advantage of. I'm going to place them in there again for the late bloomers. And we'll also have some announcements that we're going to give out from the offset so you know exactly all that we intend to do. First and foremost, in the chat, you're going to see a link. That link allows you to join our Team Believe Bankers International group on WhatsApp. We encourage you to join it and to stay abreast of news and notifications within our group, if you will. And we communicate primarily over WhatsApp. There'll be some other additional things that you'll learn as we move forward in with what we have today. Secondly, well, let me just go straight to it. Let me just go to it. You can see it on your screen. On this platform that you're on right now is known as the Team Believe or the Believers Huddle platform. Every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, we do personal development, personal growth, self-mastery. We do it through this platform known as the Believers Huddle. Every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern in the United States time zone. You can access it anywhere in the world. You just have to Google to make sure that your time zones are in sync with the 9 a.m. Eastern United States. The meeting ID, of course, and the passcode is on the screen. And why do we share this? Because we believe in adding value to the lives of others. So we encourage everyone that you know, like, and love. Once you expose yourself to it, share it with others. Because what is networking? What is relationship building if we're not seeking to add value to the lives of others? Not doing that nullifies our rights to even exist. Okay. Next, I want to introduce you to our bookstore. We have a global digital bookstore that we released just a couple of days ago. We bought into one of the world's most popular digital download companies, Bookzon, and we did that through our growth and development in Bankers and other enterprises. So bestwealthbooks.shop is where you can find tremendous value on several categories, and you can see on the screen, those are live discounts, and pricing, as well as influencers, leaders of thought, also on this digital, global, downloadable piece. This information is in the chat as well. We have personal development and growth that we do, as you know, but we also do personal coaching and training. And we have an organization from Wish to Winning Coaching Club. It offers courses. Currently, we're in the throes of promoting a 3-month trial course. All right. That information is on the screen. That information is also in your chat, and we avail it to anyone who's interested. Just know that this offer ends on the 31st of March as the courses begin on April 1st. And then Thursdays. We believe in this, folks. We're doing it. I'm doing it. How would you like to make your annual income every month? It is doable. You want to get that, scan that QR code and register free to join our webinar on Thursday evenings at 5 p.m. Eastern, United States time zone. That link in itself, the registration link, will also be in the chat shortly. All right. And then how do you find all that we do in Bankers? Every Tuesday and Thursday, we're on the Eagles platform. And the platform I'm speaking of here, folks, is the Bankers Referral Network Team Eagles platform, hosted by our president, Mr. Al Aarons, and our Eagles liaison, Mr. Fred Moore. We are there every Tuesday and Thursday, twice a day, 2 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays, and the same 2 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. This is a very, very pivotal space to be in to reinforce your understanding and not just relying on happenstance or sending a message here and there. You can come and get real-time information. You can get the opportunity. You can get whatever updates the president has to offer. And right now he's traveling, heading back to the United States after a successful week in Mexico City, Mexico, corporate headquarters. He was there. He broadcasted live from his office there, and he shared some tremendous insight with us yesterday. And that's what drove this presentation today. We didn't want to interrupt what he was sharing yesterday, so we're giving you the overview presentation today. Yesterday's presentation is not available for recording or distribution. However, today's is, and again, it is on our YouTube channel as well. So take a screenshot. This is a different platform and presentation and password where you get to see Mr. Al Aarons, Mr. Fred Moore, myself, and others on that platform, along with one of our esteemed leaders who I also see here, Mr. Neville Easley. And then we're here for Bancus. Now, currently, we're here every Saturday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, United States time zone, right here on this platform, the Believers Huddle platform. And this platform is designed to give you everything Bancus as you will see today. All right? So, now that we got through that mouthful, this is a decentralized cryptocurrency debit card operation. That's what Bancus is. Bancus also stands for the Bank of Us. How would you like to perform and behave as banks do, where you receive the full benefit as a bank does when it relates to debit cards and things of that nature? Well, this is what you're looking at when you're dealing with our Bancus card. It's an ecosystem. The card is a part of an ecosystem, and you're going to learn more about it. It's the Bank of Us. Now, today, we're going to talk about Bancus. We're going to talk about bankers versus banks, or banks versus bankers, meaning the relationship between the two, a difference between the two. What Bancus has to offer. Many people are always stuck on fees when they come into dealing with anything financial. You're going to find why the fees reflect Bank of Us, because we're rewarded through those very fees. You're going to learn how this ecosystem is designed to assist us in building a robust environment. You'll learn about mission, vision, and purpose, and you'll learn about how you can earn an income here if that's your choice. You're going to learn this. You're going to learn the sales commission aspect, and you're going to learn the passive residual income through the top of commissions, and we'll be able to explain all that to you in just a moment. Now, let me share a little bit with you about Bancus. Bancus absolutely is the next generation digital bank and fintech that integrates global financial services with an ecosystem of purpose-driven growth. They provide simple and secure access to international banking products, rewards programs, and digital tools that drive financial development. It's designed for emerging markets. They offer turnkey payment solutions for businesses and communities, enabling the creation, management, and implementation of financial programs. They foster member loyalty and optimize development time and cost through scalable, efficient, and fast to deploy technology. We saw and heard some things yesterday, folks, that was just a knockout. And I can't wait till Tuesday comes, because you're going to learn more about that and see more of it in action. Now, I mentioned to you the fact that we have mission, vision, and purpose out of Bancus. Let me give you the vision. The vision of Bancus, simply to become the world's leading, most trusted, and fastest growing digital financial institution, building a global financial network driven by innovation, security, and inclusion. Its mission to provide high quality digital financial solutions accessible to everyone, combining technology, education, and a collaborative model that enhances the economic growth of each user. And as a purpose, to drive the financial progress of millions of people by democratizing access to global, secure, and simple banking solutions. Now, in the past, banks have not traditionally been our friends. They were just our go-to because we didn't know anything else. We didn't know to do anything else. We didn't know we could do anything else. And in this stage of life, when I say life, I'm talking about life as business, life in finances, life as lifing, living, breathing, heart beating, right? You're going to find that in life, everything is transitory. It has a stage and an age by which it lives. Today, we're in a new age where you're dealing with new currencies and new technologies. And when they combine and operate in the age they're designed to operate in, and you and I here living and breathing, us being exposed to it, folks, we are in front of the movement of new money. We are in front of the movement of new technology. And as it acclimates itself into society and drives itself into mass adoption, we are the forerunners. We are in the forefront of the movement of money. So our values are essentially those of bankers, where it involves trust, security, innovation, financial inclusion, community, and excellence. Now, we talk about taking a look at banks and bankers. I want to raise the red border as an alert. I want you to see what traditionally we were exposed to where we didn't know it was a thing. See, when we only had the banks, we had high fees for international transfer and payments, but if we didn't know better, we didn't do differently, right? Slow and bureaucratic processes, lack of crypto integration, geographic restrictions and limited access, limited service hours and low operational availability. Folks, in the way traditional banks were run and operate, you had strict account opening requirements, limited user control and privacy, financial exclusion of millions of people, and dependence on third parties to validate transactions. Now, again, we only do what we know. And if we knew nothing different, then there's no harm, no foul. That's just what we did. But when you live and breathe in a space where you have been exposed now to the emergence of new money, new technologies, you're also dealing with new operations of finance. Now, we're not financial advisors and we don't offer financial advice, but it's very clear for what we have in bankers that we have something working that we're a part of, and daily it's working to improve itself to function as advertised in relation to their vision, in relation to their mission, in relation to their purpose. Let's take a look at some of the things that come out of bankers as being a digital banking entity. You're going to find low and transparent fees powered by blockchain technology. Blockchain is a financial platform. Now it's a global integral platform where everything eventually will be medical records, court documents, banking and finance, shopping networks, travel, utilities, everything that we've been known to do physically through that thing called brick and mortar. Now we're moved into a cyber age of click and order, and it's a part of blockchain technology. I'll give you another example. When blockchain technology first emerged amongst us, it was designed to assist mainly banks. Why? How many of y'all remember once upon a time you used to write checks at the grocery store to pay for your goods, products, and services, right? Then it went from checks to credit cards. Then it went from credit cards to debit cards tied to the banking institution. Okay. Now you're dealing with a society that hardly uses cash. I'll be in I just came back from Detroit. I'll be in Chicago this week, Thursday, or the weekend. And the hotel I stay in, they don't accept cash. The airport where the tickets were purchased, they don't accept cash. We're moving into a cashless society because we're dealing with a society of antiquated and soon to be obsolete financial measures that cannot store value. That's why it's known as a Federal Reserve note or a floating dollar. Okay. How does it overcome the inflation? It cannot. So society has dictated that we live in a financial crisis. A financial crisis or crisis period is something to pay attention to, because when there's a crisis, that means old solutions cannot overcome them. That's what makes it a crisis. You can't go to your old go-to to solve the problems. Now you need the emergence of a new environment, a new method of leadership, a new technology, a new vehicle by which we can realize freedom, the freedom to choose, the freedom to decide, the freedom to spend, the freedom to save, and as we talk money, right? These things happen. Low and transparent fees powered by blockchain technology you find in Bankers. Instant transactions without intermediaries. You don't have the alphabet soup in front of you and your money. There's no CEO, COO holding your money. You hold your money. You have the custody of how you import your funds into your wallets, and you make the decisions related to the wallets. Integrated multi-currency crypto wallet in one app. You're going to learn more about that. Global access from any country with internet connection. This is key, folks. This is key. Can you say that about your bank? When your bank closes and you can't go inside to perform those actions that you can only do inside the bank, where else can you perform those actions and avoid any additional costs or avoid any hardships or frustrations? It's practically null. In the digital banking space, you're talking about platform availability 24 hours, 7 days a week, primarily without interruptions, fast paperless registration, full control of your funds without centralized entities in Bankers is really important. Financial inclusion through mobile access and physical Visa as well as MasterCards. And then, of course, the blockchain technology itself ensures security, traceability, and autonomy. Blockchain is an open ledger, folks. I'm spending time there because I want you to understand it's not about the crypto, it's about the blockchain. The technology is what governs it all. Without the crypto, without the blockchain, you wouldn't have crypto. Without the blockchain, you wouldn't have Visa and MasterCards and any kind of debit or shopping card networks. You would not have without blockchain. I mean, think about this. Think of how powerful where we are now just through the evolving of this technology. If any of you have ever gone to a gas station and you want to get $10 on pump 4, and you went inside the station and you gave the cashier what you wanted to do, and you pulled out a debit card, or you pulled out cash, or you used a credit card, or you tapped the tap and pay at the pump itself, all those are blockchain activity, folks. Those are financial transactions. Have you noticed when you go to the shopping, go to the supermarket, and you get your grocery store, go to your groceries, and you provide your card, and the cashier takes your card and initiates your form of payment? Do you see any digital gremlins just jump up out of the register and run to your bank to make sure that the account has the funds, and then take the funds out of that account? And because you want a cash back, it brings cash back from that account and runs and jumps back in the register, and the cashier gives you the money. You know that don't happen, right? Right? It's the advancement of the technology that does all the running for you while we are motioned in place. And we wait for our change, we get our receipt, and we go on about our business with our products, goods, and services. That's blockchain. Once upon a time, that's the only way blockchain operated. Now whole societies depend on it. And let's look at our dependence as it relates to bankers and what bankers has to offer. We offer fast registration. Now, there's a difference between privacy and public. Bankers is a decentralized operation and offering. Decentralized means private. Privacy matters in Bankers. And this is why the entity as Bankers International Holdings, the corporate, Bankers handles all of the centralized aspects of it so we can remain private in our dealings. And how it's so easy to do is through, you see it in the KYC itself. KYC is a process that's known as know your client or know your customer. That's what KYC stands for. You don't have to fill out KYCs here where you give up all your vital information. In Bankers, you only need an email address and a username. This keeps you, the operation, and what you do in the operation borderless and within your control. It's 100% decentralized. You control your account and assets with no banks and no central authorities. And soon, once again, you'll be able to operate with your physical, digital, and tokenized Visa and MasterCards. You'll be able to use them in stores, ATMs, contactless payments via Google Wallet and Apple Pay, and on all platforms worldwide without restrictions. You're going to find that operation in place by midweek, where everything has been restored to the physical and the digital cards. There's several things you can do with some of the digital there now, and of course, we'll be going over that when we open up the platform. But I want you to understand how this process works. There's an application, meaning an app that you will utilize with your phone, whether it's iPhone, whether it's Android. Okay. The person who referred this opportunity to you will give you their referral link. Embedded in that referral link is the app itself. You can't go to the Google store, you can't go to the iStore to get the app for Bancus. It does not exist there. It does not work like this. This is a decentralized space. What happens is you're going to receive the referral link of your inviter. When you click on that referral link, it will begin the process for you to install the app on your iPhone or your Android. Once you've installed it, now you create a username for yourself, you provide your email address, and you are now officially enrolled in Bancus. And how this further works is once you've done that, you now are positioned to deposit cryptocurrency onto your card, onto your app rather, and then load it from the app to the card so you can load the exact amount you wish to spend on the card. The Bancus card is a global payment system. It's not an exchange. You can't take one crypto and move it for another crypto. You can't take one crypto and move it to another wallet. It's a prepaid debit card, but it's a crypto in, fiat out. All right. Now, you can use them in stores. You can use them in contactless payments. You can use it via Google Wallet, Apple Pay, and on platforms worldwide without restriction. The other elements of Bancus that offers, I'm going to start with the last first here on the screen, instant transfers. Remember how we showed in comparing traditional banking and digital banking with Bancus, and we talking about low transaction fees? How about none? How about none? I want to talk to you about the instant transfer process. We have an email process where if you're a Bancus member and you want to send funds to another Bancus member, whether you all have cards or not, as long as the funds are there on the account, all you simply do is utilize the email address of the other Bancus card holder or Bancus app user, input that email, and send the dollar amount you want to send from your holdings on your app, and it will go to them and get this no charge. Let me say it this way. Instant transfers. Send and receive funds instantly between Bancus users worldwide and free of charge. This is big for me. See, I used to have to send money back home to Guinea, West Africa, or Ghana, and then on the west side. And what happened would be it would cost me $35 to send $50. Can you see what this does globally? I can send money to Stephen in Curacao. I can send money to Neville in New Jersey. I can send money to Monique in the Bahamas. I can send money by just utilizing their email address and the amount I want to send with no fees. Now, I mentioned to you this is a global payment system. Global payments and purchases make international transactions effortlessly with no hidden fees. And here's another beauty. The funds that are on your app, the funds that you generate on your app, you use those funds to load onto your card to use your card as a payment system. This is known as top-ups or loading. All right. You top up your card easily and securely directly from your trusted wallet. Remember, decentralization is private. Nobody knows you have the money unless you tell them. Nobody knows you're moving your money around unless you tell them. But as long as the money is on your app, it's available to you to do just those things. Now, again, it's available to anyone, the Bancus app, anywhere in the world, just an internet connection is required. And the security and the intuitiveness of the app is really simple. It's user-friendly. The interface of it is simple navigation and blockchain technology that ensures transparency and protection. Now, how your money works here is really simple. Doesn't take a lot of time to explain this. It's a decentralized personal custody operation, meaning you and I as users, we retain 100% control of the crypto assets that we put on the app, and You can bring it from any personal wallet or exchange. Bankers does not intervene in initial custody. From crypto to fiat conversion is really simple. Crypto assets are converted into fiat currency through a regulated process, enabling local currency withdrawals at Visa and MasterCard ATMs. That regulated process, is known as CryptoLat. CryptoLat is based in Eastern Europe, and CryptoLat has been a part of a relationship with bankers now for a little more than, or very close to rather, a decade. And the primary role they have is to allow for seamless conversion of your cryptocurrency into its cash equivalent. So let's say you have $100 in crypto deposited and you now want to withdraw $20 of it. Okay. Well, you have the deposit of $100 in crypto on your app. Okay. Now you want to load a little more than $20 of it onto the card. So you're going to move, let's say, $25 from the app itself, from the deposit section, meaning the holdings, and you top it off. You're going to load it onto your card. Now your card can function. You go to the ATM and you want to withdraw $20. The way CryptoLat works, no matter where you are in the world, you put your card into that ATM and you'll be able to withdraw the US dollar equivalent of what you're looking for in the local currency of where you are. So if euros is your currency, you withdraw euros, the US equivalent of euros. If you're in the US, then you withdraw dollars. If you're in, I believe it's Naira in Nigeria, wherever you are, if your country uses yen, if your country uses yuan, if your country uses, um, uh, what's the word I was going to utilize? I forgot dinar, right? Then that's what will come out. You'll get the equivalent of the holding on your card in your hands. Now, what makes this powerful? Uh, uh, my son, as an example, born, raised Jamaica. Okay. Now, what can happen for him? He'll take his $100 and go to the ATM, insert his card. The Jamaican dollar, on average, has been anywhere from 150, sometimes 160 to 1. Let's just take the low end of it. Let's say 150 to 1. Every $1 US is 150 Jamaican. Can you imagine what will happen if he withdraws $100 in the US value? That's an increase of 150x. That means his $100 is now worth 15,000. You understand the power it leverages you when you can utilize US dollar value in a country where the US dollar is more than that national currency? It's big, folks, right? So CryptoLot serves as a bridge exchange. All those things I just shared with you as scenarios or examples, you don't have to physically do any of it. It's already embedded into the app and into the arrangement with Bancus and CryptoLot. And control always remains with the user's hands, with no intermediaries involved. Now, there is an ecosystem. We're going to share with you the 3 types of cards that are here. These slides will be updated Tuesday. You'll get an update in terms of any kind of fees, but let's talk fees. Bankers charges only one fee, and that's a 4% fee on the card top-ups, meaning when you take the money that's on your app as deposit and you upload it to your card to use on your card, there's a 4% banking charge charged by bankers. This means if you're topping off uploading $100, it costs you $4 to do, simply put. All right. Now, bankers charge only a 4% fee on card top-ups, of which 1% of it is distributed through the rewards program that you're going to learn about in a moment. Outside of that, there are no monthly maintenance fees. There are no annual fees. There are no charges for card usage at points of sale. ATM withdrawals may be subject to additional fees charged by that operating bank, but not by bankers, because bankers owns no ATMs. All right. So that's one element of it. Your banker's wallet is designed for agile and secure operations. That means everything in one place. And we're talking about the app. Okay. We're talking about top up of your US dollar total. USDT stands for United States dollar total. And you get to view your transactions. You get to make instant commission-free digital transfers between Bancus users. You get to share referral codes that help to build your business. You have the ability to contact support through your app and update personal data also inside your app. Now let's take a look at the current card tiers that are available to you. We have the Bancus One Elite. This is the metal card. This card is deemed ideal for high volume users, international travel, and intensive financial operations. It's a cost of $85 US, and it also has a $15 USD shipping charge. That means the total you pay is $100 for this high volume, international travel, and intensive financial operation known as the metal card, the Bancus One Elite. You also have the Bancus One, which is our plastic card. It gives you pretty much all of the functionality of the metal card, with the exception, there's a daily spending limit of 5,000 US, a monthly spending limit of $150,000, and you have ATM withdrawal limits. It could be maxed at $500 depending on that banking institution, but this card is ideal for daily use, for international payments, financial control. You can use it as contactless payments. If you want to make purchases online, you will also be able to attach it to your Google Wallet and Apple Pay. It's a easy to use card. And then the Bancus Go card is ideal for fast payments, mobility, and a frictionless digital experience. And we have a digital tokenized card in the back now and I say in the back, in your app from Visa. And what allows that card to function are the security elements that just been added to it. When we talk about advanced mobile payment security, we're talking about dynamics. Okay, there's a dynamic CVV. What that means is the CVV, or the 3-digit code associated with your card, changes every 5 minutes to maintain or assist in the protection of your card, its integrity, and the protection of your assets. Now, I'm going to take time to show you a video that was put together in a promotion that was designed to run only to the end of February, but is currently still running as we're now positioning ourselves to distribute more than 50,000 cards, 30,000 being sent out next week, the upcoming week, to the United States, Africa, and the Caribbean. Take a look and listen.
Welcome to the Bancus Card ecosystem, where we have 3 options on which you can choose to spend your valuable and hard-earned crypto. Introducing Bancus Go. Now this is a tokenized digital card, and it is available on Apple Pay and Google Wallet, which is groundbreaking because that means that you can use your card anywhere in the world without having a physical card with you. And the daily top-up limit, you can see it's up to $2,500, monthly top-up limit up to 75,000 US dollars, and it's instant use as mentioned, no physical card required, advanced mobile payment security. So if you do sign up, this is the one card that you can use, not now, but right now. Introducing Bancus One. This is a global use card. It's also contactless payments can be used via Google Wallet and Apple Pay. And this is a good card. Why? Because it's a tap and go. So if you like quick payments, you can just tap this card and it's ready to go. And this is also accepted at over 150 million merchants in over 200 countries, ATM withdrawals as well. And the daily payment limit, or the daily spending, is up to $5,000. And the monthly spending as well is up to $150,000. So all of that has been increased. And the daily ATM withdrawal limit is $500. And this is a beautiful card, and it's highly recommended for those that are on the go and like to tap and pay. This is the one for you, Bancus One. Introducing Bancus One Elite, and the name says it all. This is a premium metal card. This gives you that VIP feeling. And this can also be used and loaded on your Google Wallet and Apple Pay. It also has NFC-enabled services. Now this you can use for online purchases, ATM withdrawals, and the daily payment spending here is up to $15,000, and the monthly payment spending here is up to $450,000. So that you can also have the possibility to increase the daily and monthly limit at the user's request, and that is a true Rolls-Royce experience. And here the ATM daily limit is $500, and as I mentioned, premium metal design available and accepted in over 150 million merchants in over 200 countries. So that's the one for you if you like to spend big, the Bancus One Elite. So those are your three options that you have to choose from. And as always, please get back to the person who invited you to watch this video and let them know you want to get started. Now, just for this month, the month of February 2026, you can now get the Bancus Go for free. $25 saving if you buy either the Bancus One or the Bancus One Elite. And Bancus will give you a free virtual card that's saving you $25. So capitalize on this promo, and it is until further notice.
That's right, folks. It is till further notice, and hopefully you see some value in options and things that you'll be able to do. Just remember, we will have Q&A. It will be offline, meaning once we conclude in presentation, we'll stop the presentation here on our YouTube channel. And on YouTube, I'm going to ask that you get back with the person who invited you to the opportunity. If it's me, just put it in your comments. I'll get to you as well. And we will also make time for your questions that you might have there. You just type your questions and we'll respond directly to you. Okay, let's look at the two ways by where we can earn some income here. First way is the sales commission. The sales commission simply works with a three-tiered or three-level distribution of commission. It's a one-time commission that comes from anyone who purchases a card. The one they purchase from gets a commission. The one that person is sponsored by gets a commission, and the one that person is sponsored by gets a commission. That determines your three levels. Let me give it to you this way. When you look at the Bancus card, you must know that you're only being commissioned against the commissionable value. The commissionable value is the $85 on the metal card. You don't get commission against the shipping, or the $35 plastic card. You don't get commission on that. I'm not showing the commissions here for the Go card because that Go card currently is free with your purchase of either the Elite or the Bancus One cards. Now, on the first level, this means that anyone that you personally sponsor, when they purchase the Elite card, you receive instantly an $8.50 commission. If they, on level one, make it available to someone else, that becomes your level two. You earn more on your level two than you earn on any of the other levels. Your level two is designed to encourage those that you sponsor to sponsor people so they can get the biggest bang for their buck as well. Think about this now. An $85 purchase on level two, you will receive as the sponsor of level one, you're going to receive on level two $12.75. When that level two person sponsors someone, you'll receive as your level three $8.50. I can give you some beautiful example here. I shared with you the fact that Mr. Fred Moore is my direct sponsor. The metal card I purchased, he received $8.50 in instant commission. I sponsored Mr. Neville Easley, another tremendous leader here on the platform. Mr. Neville Easley, I sponsored. He purchases the card. That means this is now Mr. Moore's level two. His $85 purchase yields $12.75 for Mr. Moore. Now, Mr. Neville sponsors, let's say, KD, and he sponsors KD. KD purchases a card, and that becomes Mr. Moore's level three. That's $8.50. So 10%, 15%, and 10% respectively on each level, and that formula is a part of every card. You follow? Now, what makes this so uniquely transforming from a financial standpoint. I've personally sponsored now 160 people. That means I have 160 people on my level one. 160 people on level one, just take that upon yourself, multiply that by three. Why? Because every person sponsored represents three levels of income for me, just as it would for you. So when you talk about 160 people multiplied by three levels, folks, that's 480 potential levels of income coming back my way at least one time. Now, how would you like to see it come back over and over? Well, there's something coming really strong and soon in the new reward phase of Bankers, but I want to show you a passive residual income that's in place right now. And that's where we come back to our top-up commissions. Remember how we talked about the 4% fee that Bankers charges for you taking your deposit and uploading that deposit onto your card? Where every upload or top up there represents 1% distributed to the entire field. So give you an example. If you look at the top up commission, it says each time a user tops up a card, Bankers rewards its referral network with 1% distributed across three levels. So if you add up the 0.285%, the 0.43%, and the 0.285% on level three, all those total 1%. Now think about this. This allows for the sustainability and the functionality of this operation. 3% stays with the company, that's the cost of doing business. But to ensure residual income generated by active card usage worldwide, this is designed for active engagement. Check this out. Let's say you load $50,000 on your card, like many of us experienced this past holiday season of Christmas, Hanukkah, Yom Kippur, Kwanzaa. All right. There were several times people in my network loaded $50,000 to their card to spend. Now, for what they want to do it, how they want to do it, that's not my business at all. But think about this. 1% of 50,000 is $500. That means if it was on level one, I received 0.285% of $500. If it happened on my level two, I received 0.43% of the $500. And if it were my level three, I received 0.285%. Folks, this operation pretty much beats anything out here in this wonderful world of bankers. It is truly a bank of us. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask if he's available, Mr. Neville Easley. Brother Neville, if you have anything you'd like to share about this opportunity here in Bankers, the floor is open to you. We'll go again for closing comments from Mr. Fred Moore, and then we'll stop the YouTube broadcast and we'll come back and do question and answer right here. Okay? Mr. Neville, you available, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Just want to say great job, man. Always massively done. You had me ready to register again, man, all over again. And I did see somebody in the chat ask could they order another card. So I just want to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen, taking time out of your schedule, because I always say this is information that's priceless. This is an asset that will take you to another stratosphere. And I say only we apply it. Applied knowledge will gain us assets and greatest value. So this card, I like to say, is a tool. Is a tool that I use as a customer, is a tool that I use as a business builder. And we know we have something here that is going to attract the masses. There's many people already waiting on this card. There's more people registering for this card. And there's a lot of people that still don't know about this card. So we have a universal tool that we can lay out into the world that's going to allow people to purchase, to use the transfer feature, And to go to ATMs, which I'm waiting on that, that's going to be a powerful mechanism here. And also what we have here is the price point, this standalone. So we have something here that there's other cards out there, but Bancus is its own unique space with the technology. And brother Eric, you mentioned some key words. You mentioned the blockchain. People are either going to be part of the blockchain and integrated into crypto, or they're going to be forced into it, and they're going to be centralized. And that's the power that the centralization gives you the freedom to control your own assets. In this case, you have a card that gives you ultimate power that allows you to even create a legacy throughout your family. So this card has so many attributes that give us a huge advantage, in my opinion, than anything else out there. So keep latching onto your leadership, these Zooms, and stay plugged in because we're heading into the next phases very soon. And this is almost in the third quarter. Second quarter is going to be amazing. So back to you, Eric, man. Thank you for all you're doing. Thank you for sharing this opportunity with me. We've been here since August. So we've been here, running the ground for a good while through
That's right.
adversity. But we see the vision of this and we know what we have here. We have something here solid. It's a product, it's not a lotion potion. This is an asset. This is a tool that's going to reward you. And on the residual standpoint, you're paying yourself. You ain't got to wait for the bank to pay. You ain't got to wait for a job. You decide your own level of income. How far you want to scale up, you have control of that. You're a boss. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for that share. Now I'd like to move over to the one and only Brother Fred Moore, the man, the myth, the living legend. Brother Fred, over to you, sir.
Oh, brother, hey, you don't want to only because hey, you done pulled in over 130 people on a Sunday afternoon, brother. So you are definitely the one and only. But anyway, great overview. I really appreciate it. And the good thing is it's nice to see, more than the one, because we know Al does 4 a week, and the CEOs and the way you do it, man, it's so it's simple, okay, and it's very educational, okay, and so it's no wonder that you got a good audience, some people who really love what you're doing. But with regards to what we have here, what I like about it, is that this is a program on a tool that can allow the average person to step out of the box, okay, and leverage their existing relationships. That is, our cards are for the individual, as well as for organizations, as well as for businesses as a payment system to pay their employees. And also we're going to have the white label program where a company or organization can take our card and put their logo on it. Okay. And so there's many different directions you can go in. So don't stay, for lack of a better term, trapped in a box while you got relationships out there that you really don't know you have. Okay. And so once we get everything turned on, I will challenge you to start thinking about organizations, businesses, okay, other than people, other than opportunities, other than just individuals, because then you can really blow up your income, okay? And that's what this program is designed to do. So once again, great job, great turnout, awesome turnout, okay? And so just want to remind everybody, especially those of you who are new, come back over and over and over and over. Try to come to every single Zoom that we are doing, okay? Because as I said before, because this is decentralized, okay, the burden of responsibility is on you to make sure you get it right. But we're providing the information to help you, okay? So make sure you come to the trainings and all the overviews, because the more you come to, the better you're going to be as far as getting the most out of what we have to offer here. Okay, so back to you, Eric. Thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you, brother. Thank you. Now, again, in the chat, folks, you'll find the link to our WhatsApp group, and I'm encouraging you, please, to register through that link, join our Team Believe WhatsApp group, and it's going to allow you news and notifications of the things we do in the world of bankers, and that's where you want to start, okay? Secondly, we're back on Tuesdays and Thursdays, not on this platform, but the one I showed you in the beginning. The beauty about having it recorded, you can go back to it and absolutely get those links. On Wednesdays, we have technical trainings led by Mr. Fred Moore. Every now and again, I'm blessed to be there, and mainly I'm just a fly on the wall and keep the noise down as he gets through the presentations. It's a technical presentation. These are technical trainings. Wednesdays are not designed to do presentation and overview. It's designed to give a training on how to operate within the system that is Bankers, Bank of Us, okay? But Tuesdays, our next meeting time, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern on the Eagles Network there with Mr. Al Aarons. And on Friday of this week, I'm going to give us a special, which you'll find out inside the WhatsApp group in terms of time and location. And we're going to do a pick up the phone training, how to build your business, how to build your business. And we're going to show, and it's universally applicable to anything that you do. But as it relates to bankers, we're going to show you how I got to 1,000 members, and sponsored 160 people and basically got there and made a ton of money sleep. We're going to show you how it's possible for each and every one of us. So I want to thank you for your time and attention. I'm about to stop the YouTube share. And once I stop that, then we'll be opening the floor for questions and comment.